Hey, let's tell them when we flew out to California to stay on the most haunted ship in the world, and we slept all night.
Yeah, instead of investigating. Yeah, let's do that. Let's tell them.
Welcome to another episode of Our Haunted Travels with your hosts, Sean and Mary and Dawn.
Well, hello, parapeeps, and welcome to another episode of Our Haunted Travels. I am your host, Sean Donnelly.
And I'm your co-host, Mary Ann Donnelly.
Hey, today we have a great video for you. They're all great. We're talking about the Queen Mary tonight, and this is a pretty special video because we're in collaboration all this week with Michael Scot.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely. He's out there right now.
He's out there staying on the ship doing an investigation. I'm so jealous. Anyways, we highly recommend that you go over to Michael's channel and check out his videos. Show him some support and give him a subscribe, because I tell you what, Michael has helped us out tremendously. Been wanting to collab with him since November. I got a hold of Michael when we started doing this, and I said, I was asking him some questions. He put me in the right direction as far as TubeBuddy, gave me pointers, gave me tips. I mean, I can't thank him enough. I keep thanking him every time we do this, and I can't thank him enough because, he's even talked me down off the ledge when I said, I'm done. I'm not going to do this anymore. Oh, no, keep going. It'll happen. So, anyways, go over and check out his videos because they are awesome. I try to, when I do editing, like especially for ghost stories and folklore, I try to make them like Michael's videos. There's no way I'll get to that point. But
be like
cool.
Mike.
Yeah,
be like
I
Mike.
Be like Mike. Anyways, in this video, what we are going to be talking about is we're going to talk about some of the stuff that we found when we were out there, not while we were sleeping.
Yeah, we did wake up at some point.
Yeah. We're going to tell you about our 2 tours that we went on. And at the end, we're going to show you some pictures that we collected. Because we've been to almost 200 locations. We're going to break that this summer. But most of them that we've been to, we only have photographs. Because we really didn't start doing video until recently.
Yeah, I've always been the big photograph girl.
Big time. We're talking we have almost 174,000 photographs. Not from the Queen Mary, so don't
don't freak out. The video's not going to be that long.
Yeah, it's not going to be that long. But from the different places we've been to, we have photographs like mad. Yeah. But PanicD.com is not really video based. Well, it is now. Since November, we're starting to link to videos on YouTube. Right. But it's been mostly photograph and audio evidence. So, yeah, I wish some of the places we went to, we had more video. But it
just means we have to go back.
We have to go back, but we're doing video on the new places that we're going to.
Yes.
So, anyways, let's talk about the tours a little bit. Okay?
All right.
So, go ahead. I've been talking. You want to explain the tours?
So they have multiple different kinds of tours, and even now they have even more tours than when we were there. But the 2 that we went on, we had one that was more theatrical. They use like the
more Hollywood type, ghosty type.
Yeah,
tour.
they put off mist and had special lighting and sound effects.
Lighting.
Yeah,
and I was like,
and I'm like,
okay, whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, this is...
Where's the ghost?
Why did I pay for this?
Just show us where to go and leave us alone.
Yeah, but the second one was a lot better.
The second one was awesome. It was like a behind-the-scenes type tour.
Yeah,
right?
So we went down into the bowels of the ship. We went into room 13. We went to door 13. We went into room B340 where Michael Scot is staying and investigating right now. So we have pictures.
She's jealous, bud. She wants to go back and stay in that room.
I do. So. We have pictures before it was renovated, because when we were there it was closed off. You couldn't go in there except for on these tours. But now if you look at Michael Scott's video, you should definitely do that. He's got a decked out room right now. They have totally remodeled it and it looks fantastic. But we did that. We went to the pool. We went all over the place. But it was really just informational things that we like. Telling us the information.
His story. It was historical.
What ghosts are found here. What events happened here. Why it's potential.
That tour guy was more of like a paranormal historian. I would say
kind of more like us.
Yes,
and
exactly.
I appreciated that.
Like she explained, like this is how we found out really the true thing behind B340. They believe that the bursar officer was killed in that room. Like he went to that room. Somebody called him. What did I say?
Bursar.
I'm sorry.
That's
Bursar.
okay.
They called him to that room to go into that room, and they murdered him. And that's why they believe that room's haunted, so haunted. Mm-hmm. So, just those kind of things. It was an awesome tour. Highly recommend that one.
Yeah,
Not
absolutely.
the Hollywood, it's like a whatever.
Yeah, I think the Hollywood version was like the Ghosts and Legends one or something like that.
Behind the scenes. Anytime you go to a museum or go to, a haunted location and like that, or like even Stan Hewitt, we've been there. We did the behind the scenes tour there. Yeah. You hear and see
even just regular museums, because
the common folk don't see.
The problem with behind the scenes tours though is then you go back and you're like, yeah, I know what's behind that door. Yeah, can I go back there? I want to go in there, because I'm the same way. Like science museums, I've done behind the scenes tours at just science museums, and I'm like, I want to go play back there,
Yeah.
So they do sometimes ruin it for you a little bit. However, you get so much information, and you get to see so many more things than anybody else.
It's really cool when they let you take pictures.
Yes.
A lot of times they don't, but it's cool when they do.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so speaking of pictures, great segue.
Okay.
We have some photos that we want to show you. This one right here, there's not really anything that's paranormal about it. It's just I want to explain this one right here, because this is basically just like a bathroom. It's a changing room.
Yeah, it's the shower area.
Yeah, this is right off the swimming pool area. Mm-hmm. And this is where they believe that there is a vortex, and why the ship is so haunted. This is the gateway that allows the spirits to cross over, is in this room right here, that picture I'm showing you. And then we have a couple other pictures that we want to point out too. First of all, you want to explain how we take paranormal photography, investigation photography, and why we have so many pictures?
And always of the same things.
And always of the same thing. Why am I seeing this again? Why I just saw this.
I just saw that picture.
Well, there's a reason.
Yeah. So we do like to take a minimum of 3 pictures in a row. Try to take them as quickly as we can in the same virtual position. We try now more than we did at the beginning. I mean, this was still back in the beginning too. But
did I say the date? October 11th, 2011.
Yes,
that's when we were
way back when. Well, definitely
7
we
years
had.
Ago.
Yeah, I was thinner.
7 years
you had
ago
darker
in October.
hair.
7 years. I can't believe that's how long it was.
But anyhow, we take a minimum of 3 pictures in a row so that we can look and see, am I seeing the same thing multiple times? Am I able to see like a cast of a shadow coming off? Maybe it was somebody who was driving by and I can see that in a picture,
Yeah.
So we do try to do that as often as we can. So that's why we always have so many. And even if you've ever seen any of the video montages, sometimes you're like, didn't we just see that picture?
Yeah, that's why. So in this series of photos we're going to show you, in this first one,
I had just come out of the showers in the pool area. Mm-hmm. So those showers that you just saw the picture of, I just come out of there, and I was waiting for other people to finish, because it's a small area, so you kind of had to like take turns. So I was waiting for other people, and so I was taking some more pictures of the pool.
Right.
So.
And then you noticed in the
camera?
noticed
in the camera when I took the picture, I'm like, oh, what is that? And so I took a couple more. And then I showed them to you, and then of course I took a few more.
Yeah, tried to reduplicate.
We definitely tried to replicate it. So
this first one, look at this shadow in the pool.
We don't know what it was, but it does not appear in any of the other pictures.
And when we see something that's a little bit odd that we can't explain, if you can't explain it scientifically, then it's paranormal. However, we like to put it out there and see what you guys think. Mm-hmm. What is your opinion? What could it be? A lot of this stuff's in theory, okay? but this is quite interesting, especially since we have the 3 photos in a row from the same spot. And actually, I think there's a couple more.
There's a couple more
I think
after
we did about
that.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
Then we went back and tried to duplicate it again, and that shadow's deep down into that pool. So
Yeah.
those. And we got another picture I want to show you too.
Right. So
Right here.
So up in the pool area, there's like a balcony overlook that you can kind of go up to, like a second type story, and just kind of walk around, and you can look down onto the pool. And so of course I went up there to do that. And you and my sister and your mom were kind of down below by the pool, and I wanted to take pictures of you by the pool, and then of course take pictures of that wall area because there have been claims of seeing things over there. So I went ahead and I took a whole bunch of pictures, and
Caught this one.
this one here is interesting.
So what do you think that is?
It's quite bright.
Yeah, quite bright.
In
Looks like it's
comparison.
emitting its own light.
Yeah, because we have there's a lot of those pictures that are right there that are, you can see lens flare in
Yeah,
them.
you
They
can
look like the little rainbow coming off the light and things
I was
like
just
that.
gonna say all that.
Did
I
you?
could just, you can
Okay.
keep doing the video. I'll just go to another. Yeah, the lens flare.
But
you
this
can see
one
the
is
rainbow
different.
color. This one, it's not bouncing that flash off of anything. It's quite interesting. Can't explain it.
Yeah.
Leave us a comment. Let us know your thoughts. All right. So hey, let's talk about personal experiences.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
just so you guys know, for if you're coming to our channel for the first time and seeing us, just so you know, she's the skeptic,
Yes, I am.
the scientist
Yeah.
of the group.
Yeah.
However, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again, she gets most of the activity.
I want more
So, darling.
so that I can like say, more definitively. But
Did you have stuff on both tours?
I did.
Both tours. Well, let's talk about the Hollywood tour.
Okay.
What did you
So
experience?
the Hollywood tour, we were going down in the elevator, down into the bowels of the ship, and down to the old engine rooms, basically.
Yeah.
And
Shaft Alley. That's what it's
Shaft
called.
Alley. And so we were in there, and we were all packed in there, basically.
This
but
is around door number 13. that
it's
has
not
the
too
claims.
far from there.
Yeah, it has the claims
So
of-
anyhow, we'll talk about door 13 later. But behind me, stop interrupting my story.
Okay, behind you.
All right, so behind me, there's the tour guide is behind me, and he's controlling the panel to go up and down. And you were, I think, to my left, up ahead of me, and I don't know, but there were a bunch of us in there, and so we're going down the elevator, and I did feel something stroke at my hair. And I didn't say anything or whatever. I just, we're all in close quarters.
She blamed me.
No, I didn't blame you for this one.
Oh,
I
I'm
blame you for
wrong.
the other one. But anyways, so we get down.
I know I got blamed at some point.
Yeah, you got blamed for the second tour one. But anyway, so we all get out of the elevator, and then the little guy proceeds to say, did anybody feel anything? Some people sometimes in the elevator, they feel like somebody's playing with their hair.
Oh, that's right. You thought,
And I'm
okay, he
like,
just did it.
Well, I'm not saying anything because I know he's just saying, I feel that he
Yeah,
did that to
that's
me
right. I
so that
remember
he
that
could
now.
have somebody go, oh, I did. He just
Thought he was screwing
picked,
with you.
he just picked the wrong person. That's my feeling. So I don't
remember that now.
I don't know that it was or wasn't him.
It was probably him.
I think it was
that whole
him.
tour was just it was like
Yeah,
it
it was
like
Hollywood.
to scare you. Yeah, it was Hollywood based.
Yes.
I don't know how else to explain it. It wasn't like a haunted house type thing where people jump out. It was just
Right.
like a theatrical thing.
Yeah.
I remember you saying
Yeah.
that. And
So,
that kind of
for
turned
me,
you off a little bit. It's
I
like, dude,
was.
you just pulled her hair. Of course she felt it.
Yeah, so I definitely feel that he did it.
Okay,
and
so we'll debunk that.
so-
one. Ready? Debunk. Poof.
so I don't feel that one. But then we were down in the area where there was an accident and the boat started to take on water.
Yes,
the ship,
that's when
the ship started to take on
and
water.
I don't want to go into too much history because that's
We're
our
gonna
video
talk about
Friday.
that on Friday.
But yeah, there was an accident. We'll just say that there was an accident and the ship started taking on water.
Yeah. So everybody apparently was rushing to get out of the area before they closed the watertight doors, and while we were walking along that area, I felt somebody push me in from behind, like, "Come on, let's move faster, you know." And I literally felt that I felt it like that, like that it would literally physically move me. And
did you blame me for that one?
I blamed you for that one.
And where was I?
Apparently not behind me.
I was in front of you.
But I did feel that, and it was kind of like the like, okay, we got to get out of here.
So it was more like residual, like a
I think it
residual
was
reoccurrence type
yeah,
thing.
like, come on, we got to get
Which
out
would
of
make
here.
sense because they were reenacting the moment, and I believe that we even heard the water running and all that other stuff like that. And the only reason why I say that is because the audio recordings. But
So something pushed me.
okay, feelings on the ship.
I
Experiences?
would feel like I was being watched as I roamed around the ship.
I got that the night we were there looking around. I thought it was so creepy, and just the fact there was nobody else on that ship. It was a ghost ship.
Well, there were other.
I didn't see anybody. We were looking around for something to eat. We found a restaurant, and there were like two people. Hey, you still open? Yeah.
Yeah, there were other guests. We weren't the
Not
only
that night
ones.
that we came.
We weren't the only ones on the ship.
No,
however,
but
there were very few people that could be seen anywhere.
it was late.
It was very late when we got there. They were mostly in bed by
It
then.
was creepy. But I got that feeling too. Like you look down that hallway, it's like, okay.
Yeah, like, I don't know if it's, I was roaming around.
Kind of like you get when you walk through a cemetery
And you're
there's
like,
nobody around. It's like,
am I not allowed to walk in this hallway? Like, is somebody gonna come tell me I'm not allowed to come here? Like, it was that kind of being watched, not like somebody was gonna jump out and hurt me or anything, but like something was watching me, making sure I didn't do something I shouldn't. Maybe, I don't know.
protecting the ship against the creepy lady from Youngstown.
That came in at like midnight.
Yeah.
So those were my real experiences.
Okay.
Now my sister had experiences.
Well, we'll tell you about your sister's experiences, which is very cool if you didn't catch our live stream.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm going to do right now is play a video and show you some of the pictures of the ship because we were all over that ship. I mean, everywhere. Whether it was a tour, whether we did it ourselves, whether we went into doors that we shouldn't be going into. Guess what? Hotels, if you see me coming, I'm going to try to get into places where we can't get in, and I'm going to record video or take pictures because it happens. I'm just weird like that. I paid for the room. You can't arrest me for trespassing. You just tell me to get out. But we're going to show you some pictures from all over the ship. So afterwards, come back, and we're going to talk about
my sister, and then we'll ask you, because I want to ask you if you had any experiences.
So watch this, and we'll be right back. Okay, so before we start talking about your sister's experiences, because that's kind of third-person stuff, but you can go back on our live stream and
You can hear her
from
tell
Saturday she was talking about. But before we do that, at some point this week, whether it's late Friday night, maybe even Saturday night, I'm not sure yet, I'm going to do another live stream of our audio recordings all into one file. And they're raw. It's the raw, it's not footage, but it's the raw recordings. And I'm going to do another video of these pictures without them moving and stuff like that too. And I'll stream that out, and it'll be like a investigation review of the Queen Mary. So if you guys want to look through that stuff or listen to some of the recordings, and if you hear anything or see anything, you can leave them in the comments and be part of our investigation. I don't know when I'm going to do it though, so subscribe to our channel, hit that bell, and it'll ding when we put out a... Was that clickbait? It's like getting them in to do that? That's okay. All right, so anyways, your sister's experiences.
Well, my sister's experiences, she said that she saw a man. And she described him, and again, you can listen to her description. She did it way better than I ever could, but she said she saw a man on the stairs.
Which is one of the claims.
And I don't... What else did she say?
Well, tell them about that night. The room that we stayed in.
Okay. So, we
Which,
stayed...
by the way, if you guys know, and I'm giving a shout out to another channel, but that's okay. Omar TV did a video on the Queen Mary. It was the second one he did. The room that he stayed in.
That's
was
the room we stayed in. M005.
Yeah, same room we stayed in on that ship, because we watched it and we're like, oh
that's
man,
my
that's
room.
our room. Yeah, so when you look, well, you already looked at our pictures. If you go look at his video, you see that's where we stayed.
Yeah.
But tell them about that room.
So that room has a couple of rooms in it. It's kind of like a suite.
Suite,
sort of
2 bedrooms.
So it was 4 of us that were staying in there. So Sean and I stayed in the one room, and then his mom and sister stayed in the other room, and then there was the bathroom. So my sister and your mom, they stayed up all night, like recording stuff, and they heard bangs on the walls, and they were, I think they said they were talking to
noises.
they were hearing
Your
different conversations, but they were, I think
she
she said she talked to a specific person that night. I'm not sure.
I think she did say.
I think
that.
she said
we were
that,
out.
but we slept through the whole thing.
We worked the whole day. We drove up to pick them up. We drove up to Cleveland. Flew out there. Got a car service down to Long Beach from LAX, and by the time we got some food and got to our room, which was the second room, because the first room they screwed up.
Yeah, they gave us a double bed for 4 people.
I was tired. I was out, and I was like so excited to get there. I wanted to do some recordings and stuff. Boom. I'll just take a little nap. Yeah, gone.
Yeah. So, anyways, she had a bunch of experiences that night. She had, some
and
the next day.
And she did explain them in our
in the live stream.
I'll put a link to that right here. Bing! Where you could go back and look at.
Right. So we had some of those, but what about you? Did you have any experiences? I had some. My sister had some. Your mom was with my sister when they were doing those things in the middle of the night, so she would have had similar experiences than my sister. But what about you?
Well, I did, and I've said this before. I always get that feeling like when somebody's watching or sense something, but I'm not sensitive. It's just I think most people have that. Like a kid sitting in a classroom and you could tell somebody's staring at you, that kind of feeling. It's like, dude, what's your problem? But I got that feeling when we were down in that shaft alley, down in the engine room. When we were down there, it was pitch black, dark. And, I'll find the picture and I'll show it right here. This is with the flash. But in that area, there, like, to the left-hand side, I kept getting the feeling that there was something there staring at everybody. And I kept taking pictures. I'm like, there's got to be something here. There's got to be something here. But
I just remember being in that room and being ticked off. I was ticked off because it was so dark in there that our good camera wouldn't take any pictures. And so then I'm like, this is ridiculous. I have this great camera and I can't take any pictures in here. And I just remember being angry.
I would love to go back with that Sony camera that takes pictures in low light without the flash, just to see.
Yeah.
Or even a night vision camera. That would be kind of interesting.
Yeah, so I didn't really notice anybody, but you said you did.
I just that feeling that there was something across to the left. I remember that.
Okay. Interesting.
But
I didn't.
You know, just the whole place is just awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, 150 documented, reported spirits, different reports. 49 deaths documented on the ship. Mm-hmm. Join us Friday. We'll go over the history of that.
Yeah.
So.
But see, I didn't feel anything, see anything, capture any oddities at all at door 13.
No.
And door 13 area is supposed to be
really
pretty
active.
Heavily active.
Yeah. Well,
so
you know,
maybe
they
Michael
don't always come out and play. When
True. Maybe Michael Scott will
I don't
have
know if
better
he's
luck.
investigating there this time. He has in the past. We could go back and look at his other videos. I've caught some of them.
But I think you can go down to door 13 though on your own. I don't think you have to be on a tour. They have like a walking kind of tour, and
I think it's only by tour. But
I thought they had a new section where you can just like go on your own, but maybe not. I don't know.
Not. Anyways, hey, let's wrap this up because this is going to be long enough. Anyways, we've kept these people long enough. They probably want to go have dinner.
Dinner?
I want to go have dinner.
It's like probably midnight.
All right. So Friday's video, when it comes out, we're going to cover the history and why we believe this place could be haunted. Mm-hmm. And again, please check out Michael Scott's channel and what he's doing. Put the videos he's putting out here at the same time. He's actually investigating out there.
Yeah. And so some of the things that you saw in our pictures of the old way, it's not the same way anymore. See what that room looks like now.
All right. So, hey, if you haven't done it already, sub.
Here we go.
It's right over there. It's right here. Let's go ahead and click the button. Go ahead.
He dares you.
Yeah. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. And, yeah. Go ahead, subscribe. Smash the bell. You won't be disappointed. Trust me. Okay. Hey, till next time.
Thanks for watching.
And happy hunting. Let us know if you like this video by hitting that thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to see more videos from us in the future, support our channel by hitting that subscribe button and dinging that bell so you get notified the next time there's a video from Panic D Videos.
Thanks for watching.
Happy hunting.